And welcome to It's Just One of Those Podcasts.
I'm Will.
I'm Ryan, if they don't know. Well, yeah, they should know who we are.
Yeah, probably, man.
I
Because
guess.
they never know. Granted, the like two people that probably listen are people that know us, but like still, they may not know us.
I believe there was a good 14 views on the last video.
Dude, that's like 7 times more than I thought, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about a very deep intellectual topic today.
Exactly.
One that has plagued mankind for eons. And to this day, we still don't know the true facts.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, because we're gonna learn about the true facts today.
But we don't know the true facts.
That's true. Although I do now. I've
Oh.
known it for a matter of like a minute now,
Oh.
because I read a Wikipedia article. I'm a genius, dude. Now.
Well, I don't trust them.
Okay, but for the sake of this podcast, dude, because I don't have that much time, we're gonna trust the Wikipedia article for our information.
I guess if we have to.
Dude, you got to do what you got to do, man.
All right. Well, okay. So today we're going to talk about the potato chip.
Yeah, that's right.
Incident.
You heard that right. Oh, the incident.
Well, there will be an incident
Yeah, probably, dude.
later.
Yeah, probably.
Whether while it's still recording or not, there's going to probably be an incident after today. Because we had Taco Bell.
Oh, that's right. We did have Taco Bell. Dude, I was trying to get
I
at
know.
what you were getting at, or the fact that I'm gonna like eat spicy, really stupidly hot potato chips during this. I didn't know whether that was, because that probably is going to turn into an incident. So
Yeah, it's not going to help, man.
no,
it's
it
going to
really,
make
it's
it
really not.
a lot worse than it actually is. So we have a lot of ground to cover here because there are a lot of fucking potato chips out there.
And a lot of things that say they're potato chips and are not potato chips.
Right, we'll get there, but I think that the important thing is that if you want a potato chip in this day and age, there is no shortage. Like there's so much variety, there's so many flavors and styles, and wavy, not wavy,
Kettle cooked.
There's so many. It's like it's a plethora. We live in a first world country, and sometimes I don't think that we appreciate how easy it is to get potato chips.
It's overwhelming when you just look at like one company, like a Lay's, that has like all these different flavors. It's overwhelming with just that.
Yeah.
Let alone the fact that there's like bajillions of companies.
And one point in time, there were no potato chips.
Isn't that a weird world to think about, man?
Yeah.
A world with no potato chips.
Zero potato chips.
I don't want to think about it.
And I don't know about you. I mean, I guess I personally don't really eat potato chips that often.
I don't either.
but I like the options there. I like that, I can get one whenever I want to, right? But long ago there was no potato chips. I believe pre 19 something.
Is this the part where you want me to start
Yes.
educating you on what's
Yes.
going on here? Okay, so you got to go even further back, prior to 1817.
1817.
Uh-huh.
So what was even America like in 1817?
Well, it was 1817. There's no power.
There's no power, right? Slavery was probably still a thing. That's not good.
Yeah, no, that's definitely not good.
That's not good.
No.
It's probably a lot of hatred and bigotry.
Yeah, this is not going in a good direction.
Well, I'm just saying this is pre-potato chip.
This is I guess everything turned around after the potato chip.
But after the potato chip, things kind of got
What is
better.
this? APC, BPC?
After a while.
After
I'm just
potato
saying,
chip and before potato chip?
all I'm saying is like back in 1817,
Yeah.
that was not a good time to live in. I'm saying like for most people, unless you were like high and mighty, rich people.
And had potato chips.
But they didn't. Well, maybe they did. I mean, so 1817.
Right.
You're wandering around. You're craving something salty. What do you even eat? What
Like a salt lick? I got nothing. Man.
what do they even
Unless you're
have?
just eating it like right from the source. I don't know what you get. Like maybe some salted meats, like some.
Well, somebody had to have had the idea of taking a potato and making it as unhealthy as possible.
Well, I mean, before we get into the year,
Yeah.
we keep talking about America, but do you know what country the potato chip is actually from?
Oh God. I'm gonna say Iceland,
No, you're
France.
close. You're close. though.
Italy?
You're in the right territory.
Ireland,
Oh, next door.
Scotland.
next door?
I don't know.
United Kingdom,
Oh,
the UK,
The UK.
London, like Britain, all that right there.
okay. Makes sense.
Although I probably made the mistake. Maybe people put Scotland in there. I don't know. There's a whole. Let's just not get into it. But anyway,
Yeah.
according to this, and look, I mentioned it earlier. I'm getting all of this off of Wikipedia. So blame Wikipedia if it's wrong. But William Kitchener's, he did a cookbook called The Cook's Oracle in 1817, which had a recipe in it for something very close to what the potato chip is.
What was it for?
It was called potato fried in slices or shavings. It wasn't called. That's what it was.
Okay.
And let me read it because it's got it here. It says, it reads, peel large potatoes, slice them into 1/4 of an inch thick, or cut them in shavings round and round, as you would peel a lemon. Dry them well in a clean cloth and fry them in a large lard or dripping. That came out in 1832.
Okay.
Or 1817, excuse me.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that's
was
quite the time jump.
And then, well, that's because in the United States it was found in Mary Randolph's Virginia Housewife cookbook in 1824. That was in the United States.
Oh, okay.
There is, and see, in here, then it talks about, though, there is legend talking about, and this one I've heard before, where it talks about in Sarasota Springs, New York, there was a guy that, like, the dude got pissed off on how he cooked something, and to get back at him, he took some thinly sliced potatoes and fried the heck out of them.
Mm-hmm.
And was just here, fine, to try to insult the customer, and he really liked it, and bam, the potato chip.
Oh.
But that wasn't until 1853. So either way, we're looking early 1800s is when it was slowly.
How is that such a huge gap? How did someone create the potato chip in 1817, and then it didn't catch on, and nobody else made it until 1850 something?
Maybe they just weren't fans of potato chips back then. Plus, who knows how big the run is? We live in a world where I can sneeze a book out and it'll be across. Anybody can grab it on the internet. It wasn't the case in 1817. So who knows how many actual cookbooks were out there?
So I wonder if you had to actually go to a restaurant to get a potato chip.
Definitely. It talks about how it was very much like a restaurant kind of thing. Professional chefs were the only ones making potato chips. It wasn't this thing you would go to a store and get that wasn't until later on. We're talk about a time jump. You don't see, it talks about not seeing these kind of things until the early 1900s, 1920s, 30s.
How many iPhones have there been in 10 years, and we can't get multiple potato chips in 100?
No, dude, nope. It's not the case. Dude, flavored potato chips didn't come until much later.
Just think, dude, okay, think about that. You're a chef. You're just some dude. You're following this recipe. You make a slight variation to it, and then bam, you got potato chips, right?
Right.
You serve them, people like them, whatever. You don't there's no mass producing, there's no factories to make these things like there are now or anything. So you just have your little shop with your potato chips, and that's it. Do you tell the other chef down the road? Does that chef come in and see you making potato chips, and he's like, what's this all about?
Right.
And then he starts making potato chips? Was there not a potato chip war at some point?
Dude, I got nothing, man.
Man,
I got nothing.
Something just doesn't feel right. I feel like there's some conspiracy going on.
We're going to turn this into a conspiracy podcast about something doesn't seem right with the origin of the potato chip.
I just don't understand how did they not realize they had gold in their hands?
No, because it took until 1910 before it was being mass produced.
100, almost 100 years.
Yeah, almost 100 years later is when it first started to be mass produced.
So
the potato chip bag, as we know it, it was first wax paper. They didn't even start doing that until the 20s, 30s.
Damn. Well, okay. So who so nobody owns the copyright to potato chip.
Yeah, I don't think you can really copyright food.
Right.
I think you can influence food. but I don't think you can really copyright food.
Right, because a potato chip isn't a brand. It's just what you call.
It's exactly what it's just a crispy potato slice. I've never heard two people overcomplicate potato chips more than we are right now.
It's the potato chip episode, dude. So we are supposed to deep dive and get into the freaking nooks and crannies, the waves and the grooves.
Potato chip.
We got to figure this shit out. So, all right. Let me get my timeline right.
Okay.
So we got one guy in the UK making potato chips for some douchebag in some restaurant.
He made it. It was in a cookbook.
Like 50 years later, we got another guy that's making some potato chips just to like make another guy mad. But that guy actually liked him, so they kept making potato chips.
But you forgot in between that in some lady's cookbook in like the 10, 15 some odd years after the British dude had it in a cookbook. And then the dude, like, with the unhappy customer, makes the potato chips in Saratoga, New York.
Okay. So at some point, these potato chips started popping up at different restaurants with people making them. Okay. But then after that, there had to have been some way that the potato chip got transferred from a restaurant item to an item that you could just buy. So who were the people that decided to make it into like a business? Like on its own, like fuck the rest of the food. We're just gonna take potato chips and make them into their own thing.
All right. Well, I feel like that would be. I'm just gonna answer that with this small little blurb here, which is in the 20th century.
Yeah.
Potato chips.
1920s now, right?
Right. We're in that that time period.
Roaring 20s.
Potato chips spread beyond chef-cooked restaurant fare and began to be mass-produced for home consumption.
Okay.
All right. Here we get into the juicy details.
Okay.
The Daytona, Ohio-based Mike Sells Potato Chip Company, founded in 1910, identifies as the oldest potato chip company in the United States.
Wow.
New England-based Try Some Potato Chips, founded in 1908 as the Leominster Potato Chip Company in Leominster, Massachusetts, claims to be the America's first potato chip manufacturer.
Ooh.
So,
are either of those companies still around?
All right. So let me look up. Is it still around? Let's see.
Are they still around? If they are, I mean, they're probably not like a global company.
Yeah, no, probably not. No, it does not look like it. Blah, 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 blah. Maybe they are. It doesn't say that they're not, which is weird. But it also doesn't say that they are. This is no help. I'm gonna have to
just do like a Google, see if they have a website or anything. Just do like
that was gonna be my next. My next adventure.
Maybe we could order some chips from them.
All right. Apparently, they are still in play. They're still around.
Really?
Yeah. Mike Sells is still around.
Wow. So the first potato chip company is still around.
Yes, and you can get groovy, spicy dill pickled potato chips from them.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's dope. What do their bags look like? Hold on. Okay. That doesn't look familiar.
Yeah. It does not. I don't know.
We must not have them in our area.
It does not look like it. Ohio proud.
We should then. We're not that far from Ohio.
Yeah, I don't know what it looks like. Or I can become a distributor.
Oh,
yeah,
that's pretty badass. Okay, so they're still around. So those chip companies came out, and they must have been like all the rage, dude.
Right, or who knows what else they were throwing around.
Oh.
Popcorn, dude. You never know.
Oh, I thought you were going to say meth. Anyways, so...
Dude, that's the Valley, man. Come on now.
Yeah, just sprinkle a little meth on your chips. You never done that?
No, I can't say that I have.
Oh, well. Anyways, okay, so I guess just following their lead, other companies just started saying, hey, we should get on this chip thing too.
That seems to be how it went.
So when did the big dogs start coming out? We're talking Wise. We're talking Lay's. We're talking, I don't know. I think those are the two big ones.
Yeah. Well, and by the way,
Hers.
By the way, the Try Some potato chips, that the ones that claim to be the first manufacturers,
yeah,
they are also still around.
Wow. That's pretty incredible. We should pay both of them a visit.
So we're going to New England, and then we're going to go up to...
Yeah.
Let's see.
I don't see why not.
All right. Wise Potato Chips is currently celebrating 97 years, delighting customers. So 1921?
Wow.
Yep, 1921.
Wow, that's pretty
this
amazing.
Guy, Earl Wise Sr. makes his first Wise potato chips with extra potato.
Oh, my God.
That's
with extra potato.
That must have been all it took, man. Just a little extra potato.
So I wonder if they're still made like that. I wonder if the recipe's still the same. Like they still use that extra potato.
Could be, man. Let's see. Earl Wise buys his first delivery truck, 1922. Man was on his way. They didn't go into production until 1925, though.
Well, I'm sure. I'm sure it takes a while to get a business going. I'm sure he had many failures before starting. Sure.
You know, I'm just gonna throw this out there. This is a pretty dope timeline. They got like a scrolling up timeline where it just goes through.
Oh yeah,
and tells you
that's really helpful for this podcast.
It is kind of. I'm sitting here like, but I'm also kind of getting lost in it. I'm like, oh, that's when that came out. Yo, onion rings things, those came out in like the 60s, 70s. Dipsy Doodles hit the market in the 70s.
Whoa, dude. Oh, okay, we're jumping too far ahead.
I know.
This is getting complicated.
My bad. Okay, so the other ones you asked me about was the Hers potato chips.
Or Lay's.
Or Lay's. Those kind of
whoever's more ones. Popular.
You know, I probably should have pulled all this up beforehand, but you know, we do a really good job with doing that over here.
Yeah, we're learning on the fly.
That's what we do. And now Lay's potato chips doesn't want to come up.
Wow. Okay, Lay's. So far, Wise is winning because Lay's apparently can't get their shit together for their website.
No, man.
Wise definitely has better social media workers, and they probably deserve a raise.
Oh, here we go. Finally. Okay, we're up.
Oh, yeah. Frito. Yeah, Frito owns Lay's. That's right.
That's right. Frito-Lay. Yeah, right. Frito-Lay. Yeah. Well.
Yep, that's right. I should know that because they bring that into the store that I work at.
I'll look up Frito-Lay and see when that came out because this did not get me the information I needed.
They might be more recent than I think. Wise might be the OG as far as the big guys go.
I love how I put that in and it just went right back to where I was. That's not helpful, internet.
Oh, internet. Yeah, but dude, Wise is where it's at though. The more I think about it.
What's that?
I said Wise is where it's at. Frito-Lay, like, what are they? What they got? They got Fritos?
They got Doritos.
Oh, fuck.
They got Cheetos.
Doritos are good.
They got Sun Chips, too, man.
Not a big fan of Sun Chips.
I'm okay with Sun Chips. Just throwing that out there. I'm okay with it.
Okay, yeah.
Come on. Just tell me when you were founded. Why can't you be like Wise potato chips? Yeah. You know what? I just plugged that in, and they're like, dude, this is when we were born.
You might have to go back to Wikipedia.
Man.
But, you know, I see people nowadays when they buy chips, they don't usually buy just, like, regular potato chips anymore, you know? Because there's so many different flavors.
Dude, there
different styles.
Is a ridiculous amount of flavors out there.
And I'm wondering when somebody got the bright idea to add different flavor to the potato chip, you know?
Well, by chance, the same fun article on Wikipedia also has when flavored chips were introduced.
Oh, shit. Lay it on me.
All right.
What was the first flavor?
Ooh, that's a good question. Here it is. Okay. In an idea originated by the Smith's Potato Crisps Company in 1920.
Oh, shit. They're getting ideas.
I know, man. Frank Smith packaged a twist of salt with his chips in grease-proofed paper bags, which were sold around London. The potato chip remained otherwise unseasoned until its innovation by Joe Spud Murphy.
Wow, Spud?
Yeah, dude, that's it's in quotes. Joe Spud Murphy.
Oh, okay.
This man was a potato entrepreneur from the looks of it. I mean, when you got Spud in them, like, people call you a Spud, man.
Yeah, dude, it's like his destiny. He was called to do this.
I guess so. Let's see. He was the owner of The Irish crisps company Tayto, and I apologize if I said that wrong, because I have a feeling I know that I've seen that before, who in the 1950s developed a technology to add seasoning during manufacture. Now we're getting into it here.
Wow.
Here we go. After some trial and error, Murphy and his employee, Seamus Burke, produced the world's first seasoned chips.
Seamus.
Okay, we'll go with that. Seamus Burke. Whatever. Produced the world's first seasoned chips, cheese and onion, and salt and vinegar.
Okay. So salt and vinegar was like an OG one. I've always liked salt and vinegar.
It is pretty good. Companies worldwide sought to buy the rights to Tayto's technique. The first flavor chip in the United States. Any guesses at what the first flavored chip in the United States was?
Sour cream and onion.
No, I'll give you one more guess.
Barbecue.
Yeah, that is barbecue.
Yeah.
We're being
That's very American.
That is very, very American. That was being manufactured and sold by 1954. Oh, man. In 1958, and this is in here, and I don't know why. In 1958, Hers was the first company to introduce barbecue-flavored potato chips in Pennsylvania.
Oh, wow.
Some Pennsylvania history, man.
Wow,
Some
Hers.
potato chip
I'm
history.
sorry I doubted you.
Man, dude, potato chip history is coming right in out of our own state, man.
Wow. So, yeah, barbecue originated here, really, in a way.
In a way.
Yeah.
Hers was founded in 1946. I felt like that question was coming here soon, so.
So they were kind of late bloomers. They were late to the game, but they got in hard. They started off with that barbecue, they got it right in there.
Right.
Yeah.
Frito, 1958. They were around since 1932, but they didn't get into the potato chip game until 1958.
What were they doing before then?
Other stuff.
Conspiracy.
Frito corn chips. I mean, Fritos. Do you count Fritos as chips?
No.
Okay, well then.
I do not.
Well, maybe. Okay, so in 1938, Herman W. Lay buys Atlanta potato chip maker, changes name to H.W. Lay and Company the following year. 1944, H.W. Lay begins marketing potato chips under the Lay's name. Okay, so Lay's potato chips, 1944.
Okay.
They started marketing. So we're starting to see all the big players coming in and around between 15-ish to 1940s, 50s.
Wow. And then there's just the big boom of potato chips.
Dude,
all of a sudden.
Is it just me, or is it seem like in the last 5 to 10 years the amount of different companies putting out potato chips has just went pfft? Is it just me or
yeah, well, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of brands I don't recognize and whatnot.
But I feel like the start of that was just hey, kettle cooked? Yeah, it's what people want. And everybody's like, I can make a kettle cooked potato chip here.
Yeah, I guess chips are easy to make, You just need a potato. You need to cut it up and bake it and throw some shit on it.
Yeah, but dude, here's the thing though. That brings up another thing. Are you do you that this is where it gets complicated though, because what kind of oil do you fry it in? Are you even frying it, or are you doing baked potato chips?
I guess I don't know.
This is where it gets complicated. We used to live in a world where it was just fried in lard, or fried in oil. It was fried in something. But now we're in a world where there's baked.
Wow,
it's a complicated world, man.
I guess there's a lot of ways you can make a potato chip. I just never realized it.
It gets a little complicated, especially when you get into seasoning. I think the art of actually making the potato chip
is how much seasoning you put on there.
Well, I think the actual potato chip's pretty easy. How you get the seasoning on there and what kind of seasoning is where it gets complicated. Because then it turns into some KFC style stuff where you got 17 herbs and spices or whatever it is, and that's what's on your potato chip.
Well, you ever get a bag and you want it to be all flavored, but the chip is just only got a few specks of flavor on it, and you're just super disappointed?
Dude, you know what? The thing that disappoints me the most is when you get some Cooler Ranch Doritos, who are notorious for not having enough seasoning on all the chips.
Yeah.
You get that one chip where there's hardly any on it, and you're like, oh man, this sucks. But then you get that one where it's got 5 chips worth of seasoning on it.
Right, yeah.
That's where it's at.
Why can't we do a bag of all of that?
Really? I would it just ends up What did I just...
Whoa, you just knocking shit over.
I know.
You knocked over a tree.
Oh, okay. My bad. I'm pretty sure you can't see it because my fatness blocked it, but that's okay. And sorry to future Ryan, who's going to edit that, and is going to hear a loud clunk.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So now there's a bunch of chips everywhere, and we're putting seasoning on them and whatnot. So now it just becomes a game of like what flavors to come up with, essentially.
Yeah, that's what it kind of looks like. Which, you know, let's be honest. Some flavors, they were founded and they're here to stay. Other flavors, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
Like what the heck?
Yeah. And now it's just crazy. Now there's so many ridiculous flavors that don't even make sense. You know.
Yeah, I don't get. I'm pretty sure I've seen like macaroni and cheese flavored. I've seen like
yeah. Yeah.
I've seen every form of pickle flavor out there.
Yeah, pickle flavors and
now all of a sudden like the really spicy ones are like, you know,
mm-hmm.
your habanero. We got ghost pepper today.
Oh my god, yeah. Well, we wanted to show some variety of chips. We wanted to like really kind of, you know, show what's out there, and we didn't grab a lot because
look, I mean, we went with like an OG potato chip, like an original potato chip, your regular potato chip. Which we went with Wise. You could have gone with anyone, but it's the golden original.
But as we found out, Wise was the OG, like the first of the big companies.
One of the big ones.
Right. So,
not to insult the two other dudes who have been doing it since the 1910s, 20s, that era.
Yeah.
But it is one of the early ones. And who knew we went with hers for the kettle cook?
Oh yeah, so we have.
And
they
were like one
of
the first ones from Pennsylvania, or they were doing it before a lot of people were.
So yeah, there's a kettle cooked brand. Exactly is a kettle cooked? You just cook it on a kettle.
I think so.
All right.
I think it's also a thicker chip.
Oh, yes. Oh, and then we got, of course, Pringles.
Which is not a potato chip. It's not a potato chip, dude.
It is, though, because it contains potato, I think. Wait.
Dude, how bad is that when you're like, I think it contains potato?
Yeah, ingredients. Dried potato and vegetable oil.
They're not a chip, man.
If it's made of potato, it's a chip.
It's thin potato paper. I'll give you that. No one, dude, no.
And that's pizza flavored. See, Pringles were the one. Let's talk about Pringles for a second, though.
Oh god.
Pringles invented the can tube chip. When did Pringles come around? And how many other companies have been doing chips in tubes since Pringles?
Well, that's how they
along?
started. They were coming out in containers and things like that.
Oh.
The biggest switch was when they went to the potato chip bag.
Okay, so Pringles is basically keeping it real.
Yeah, they kind of are keeping it real. I don't know whether they all, in essence, kept with a tube, but, you know. And it looks like Pringles was introduced in America in 1967.
Bam. So Pringles comes along, and they got a crazy amount of flavors. They got their cheddar one. They have a barbecue. They got the pizza flavor. They got spicy ones.
Look, they own like an entire shelf at a store. There's that many flavors.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you name it, it's probably out there. And aren't they the ones that are running contests for like different flavors and stuff?
They might be right now. I feel like most chip companies.
I mean,
do that,
I know
though.
a lot of them do it, but they're like. Their big thing was like, you know, on their commercial, they're like, oh, if you mix like a potato and a sour cream and onion, it tastes like a baked potato. And you're like, no.
Yeah. So Pringles is a big one, though. It's really popular, though. You can't deny the popularity.
I'm not going to deny that it's popular.
Yeah.
I just think it's just ridiculous to call it a potato chip. There's just something that weirds me out about a potato chip that's all the same shape.
Yeah,
like
they should all be unique and different, like a snowflake.
Yeah, well, yeah, because then at least I know and can like tell it came from a potato.
But then how's it gonna fit in the tube?
Okay, but see, this is the problem with Pringles because not everything has to come in a tube.
But it's so convenient.
Dude, come on. But it's really not, though, because when you get the long ones that are like really big, dude, your hand gets stuck and then you can't
just
get down.
Turn the can upside down.
Yeah, dude, but that's too complicated because then when it comes down, they're so thin that like they just crumble on their way down the tube.
Okay.
And then like And then you just got like Pringle like chip dust on your hand.
But if I grab a bag of chips and I am not paying attention and I try to open it, it's gonna rip and those chips are gonna fly everywhere. Not to mention when you open it, there's like half the bag is air. You open Pringles, they're stacked at the top, my friend. They're not cheating you out of Pringles.
Dude, I don't really care, man. I'll stick with give me the bag with stuff. I mean, I'll risk flying potato chips all over the room. I'll risk that before I eat freaking a false potato out of a can.
I don't know, man. We're gonna try all of these today.
Yeah, we are. Well, and we forgot the last one.
Well, yeah, we gotta get to the last one.
You know what is this? Pocky? If I pronounced that right.
Yeah.
These were one of the like hottest chips or hotter chips that we could find.
Wait, but is that a chip?
Dude, it's potatoes with dusting on it.
But is it a potato?
It's a potato?
Or is it corn?
I'm pretty sure it's potato. No, it's corn. It's tortilla chips.
But
it's still a chip.
I mean, is it though?
It's a tortilla chip, dude. How else do you explain it?
Wait. now you're throwing me here for a loop. A tortilla chip is also a chip?
Well, yeah, dude. It's fried in oil, and it looks like a chip.
Then wait a second. What are we calling a chip here? I thought a chip was just made from a potato.
I don't know, dude. I've dug a hole, and I don't know how to get out of it, so I'm just kind of keep like just pushing off because I don't know how to get out.
Wait. Okay. All right. I just want to know, when was the first tortilla chip made?
All right. Fair enough.
I just want to know. Maybe it predates the potato chip. Wouldn't that be wild?
That would be.
I couldn't imagine. I don't know. I'd be
1940s
scared.
is when the tortilla chip was popularized.
So, kind of around the same time as the flavor boom.
Yeah. Well, the flavor boom was later. It was kind of it's kind of around the same time that like the big guys got into it. It was like towards the tail end of when the big guys were getting into it, but right before the flavors showed up.
Gotcha. Wow, that's pretty crazy. There's so much. There's so much to take in.
Yeah, this is getting complicated, man. I knew when we picked potato chips as a subject, man, it was going to get complicated, but who knew this complicated?
What do you think the future of chips are? Where can we go from here? There's so much of everything. There's so many flavors, so many variety. Like, does the future of potato chips have a future, or is it just going to stay the same?
I think it's just going to stay the same. I think the flavors are going to get a little bit more out there, and some of them are going to be a hit, and some of them are not. But I think I don't think we see much change. Maybe what they cook them in.
Yeah.
Because there's always this big thing around, like, is it being cooked in, like, sunflower oil, or is it canola oil, or is it whatever other kind of oil? Mm-hmm. So I think you'll see, like, changes in the flavor. But as for the actual potato chip, I don't think you'll see much of a change.
Wow. Okay, so let's do some flavor testing.
All right.
Here. We're going to start with the OGs.
Okay.
I figure that's a good place to start.
I mean, there's,
How bad does that sound on the headphones?
Oh, it's interesting. It's interesting.
See,
dude, we're already doing bad, man. We've, like, knocked a whole bunch of crap on this table. We did that earlier without even thinking about it. It's all good, man. They'll appreciate it.
Look how there's hardly any chips in here. In this bag. It's half bag. You're paying for the bag, essentially.
But it's 99 cents, man. What do you expect?
Yeah, and 90 cents of that is going to the bag.
Yeah, but they aren't, like, crumbled to death in there.
Wow. This is really thin. Look at the texture. Oh, you already ate yours. Sorry, I thought I'd analyze it first. You can see it's kind of got a little bit of a wavy ness to it, even though it's a plain chip. And you can see where the oil had, like, really, really baked in here. See, I can feel the salt crystals on it, which is interesting. Okay. So I'm going to do a taste test now.
Okay.
All right.
Way ahead of you.
Okay.
Who knew this was going to turn into a potato chip ASMR video while we were at it?
Tastes kind of like, just like a potato chip.
Dude, but what does a potato chip taste like, though? We just say it tastes like a potato chip, but what does it actually taste like?
It tastes like if you were to take a potato, right? And you were to like cut it really thin.
Okay. All right.
And then you were going to like cook it in some oil.
Right. Okay.
And then let it crisp.
Oh, okay.
And throw some salt on.
Okay.
That's kind of what it tastes like.
I think you're right, man.
So, interesting. Now, nutritional facts of
I don't want to read
potato
these.
chip. Now, the serving size is this entire package.
Okay.
So you'd have to eat this whole thing for this. Otherwise, you're going to have to do some math. You're going to have to count out the chips and divide and shit. So, but there's no preservatives.
Okay.
No gluten.
Oh, man, we're gluten-free.
And no MSG.
Whoa.
Now, I watched a documentary about MSG. And the documentary was like anti-MSG, right? But after watching it, I really don't think there's anything that bad with MSGs, personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of just like putting stuff on the plant so that the plants grow faster than they would naturally, which people are saying is bad. But like, there's a lot of people on the planet to feed, so it makes sense, and there's nothing really like bad in it. I don't know. Maybe it causes autism. Who knows? But okay, so nutrition facts.
Okay.
Now, this entire bag is 290 calories.
That's a lot of calories.
I mean, it is, but I mean, it depends. I mean, it's all about like how you balance your day, right? So,
all right.
Maybe you just have like a big snack of potato chips, and then the rest of your day you're eating meat and veggies. You'll be fine. 20 grams of fat in this whole bag, which is, it's not good fat. So, there's that. 300 milligrams of sodium, 27 grams of carbs, 0 sugar, and 4 grams of protein.
I'm impressed there's any protein in there at all.
Yeah. So there's that. So this is original potato chips.
All right.
Yeah.
So what are we doing next here?
We'll do the kettle ones next, which it's kind of the same. But
I always thought these were a little bit thicker, a little bit crispier.
These have more of a crunch to them. Now, these ones, you'll see, these are slightly less calories, actually. So the serving size of the whole bag, and it's only 150 calories.
Okay.
And there's less fat. There's 8 grams. Less carbs, and less protein. So this has less everything.
I wonder if it's just how it's cooked, maybe.
I guess.
I could look that up, but it's just so much typing. Okay. It does kind of feel a little bit more sturdier of a chip.
Yeah, this feels sturdier. It does feel thicker. And it kind of like curls in on itself. It's kind of like it's because of the heat it was cooked in or whatever.
Right.
It curls up.
It is a pretty even cook, dude.
And mine has a bubble in it, an air pocket.
Oh, man.
You can see that?
I got one of those non-air ones. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess there are some little bubbles in there.
Yeah. So, we'll see. Yeah.
Dude, you can try to turn away for it not to be picked up, but it's being picked up. You should just quit trying.
All right.
I did, dude. I was just like...
So, this has definitely a much more bigger crunch to it.
I would agree with that.
For sure. And I think they're saltier.
I don't know. I would almost say that the originals were a lot saltier than that. But maybe it was just a chip I got.
Yeah. I mean, technically you're right, because there's 300 in this one and 170 in this one. Ooh, sorry.
Yeah.
So
I mean that's what I'm feeling. I mean, if I was gonna get one or the other, I'd definitely go with the kettle cooked though.
Yeah, I probably would too.
Dude, I'm just a really huge fan of kettle cooked because they're just a heavier chip. I think that's why I hate Pringles. Because they're just...
Well, speaking of which,
God, why?
now we're gonna try a Pringle. Now Pringles have the most amount of calories. This has 370 in the tube.
Yeah, because these are chip. These are... Well, no, this has 2 in here, so 280.
Okay, 22 grams of fat, 40 grams of carbs, and 3 grams of protein. So, Pringles got this nice little pop tap. Comes off. You got this little thing here. Comes off. Yeah. Wait, here, and get you a...
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Take off all the broken chips off the top.
Just move the broken chips.
Well, and they were, like, so loud. Sorry, future Ryan.
Yeah. And this is pizza flavored. Tastes just like pizza. Maybe if you eat 2 chips at a time, it'll be better for you.
Yeah. But what's the point then if you get a double chip to get like to make it feel like an actual chip?
You just grab a whole bunch and throw them in your mouth.
Damn, man, but then it like tears up at the edge of your mouth, man. Who wants that?
Oh man, it tastes just like I'm eating a pizza.
I'm just not a fan, man. I'm not a fan.
It's too thin for you?
It's too thin. And as I said, it just weirds me out that they're all the same shape.
All right, let's compare and contrast here.
But see, that looks like an actual potato. And that looks like not a potato.
I think they're the same thinness, though. But this one is crunchier by far.
But that's what I like about potato chips is the crunchiness.
Yeah.
So, like, I have a tough time eating Pringles because they're just, like, not crunchy. Oh, now you're just... No, no.
Mm-hmm.
No, no.
Yep.
Dude, now you're just crossing the line.
I crossed the streams.
Dude, that's...
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No. Now, are you going to do this next one with me, or am I going to be on my own?
I mean, I guess.
Because initially I was just going to be fair, I was just going to eat these throughout the show.
Oh, you should have.
And just tried to do it. I mean, I might just do it for the last half that we got remaining.
And these are the ghost pepper flavor.
Ghost peppers.
So we're diving into... See, look, you ripped the bag. That's what I'm saying.
Dude, but come on. No one cares.
Oh, God.
Oh, dude, you guys can't see this, but it looks like... Just look at that. Exactly. Exactly.
These are... Now, should we... Okay. No kayfabe in here. Like, we've tried these chips before.
Yeah. They were...
And...
As the bag says, freaking hot.
Yeah, I could only eat maybe 2 chips before. They were so friggin' spicy. And, look, I know I'm a white guy and everything, but I do enjoy spicy foods. Like, we just had Taco Bell. I mean, that's not, like, super spicy, but, like...
Which is kicking my butt right now because it's, like, kicking so much gas right now. It's not even funny.
Yeah. But I like spicy stuff generally, so...
Uh-huh.
Ugh.
Go ahead.
All right. Oh, I thought you were just going to keep eating.
I'm going to see how the first one went. And I'll just say if I'm going to eat more.
The problem's going to be once you stop and you start breathing in, you're going to feel that, like, hotness. So you're going to have to keep eating to stop the hotness from spreading.
These are a lot hotter than I remember.
Yeah. Okay.
Here you go, dude.
Oh, God. Ugh.
Like, it's already burning the edges of my mouth right now.
I don't want to do it.
Dude, then don't do it.
But I have to.
Okay, maybe it was definitely a good idea that I did not eat these throughout the show.
Yep.
So, why are they...
Wow. Holy shit.
Okay, so those are definitely hotter than I remember.
Yeah. There's... Ooh.
And it's like...
What the hell?
It's like not...
Oh, my God.
Okay.
What? Okay. Who buys this? And, like... Hold on.
Sloshing the water around did not help.
Holy shit. Okay, so who the fuck puts this on the shelves and buys this and, like, eats the whole bag?
Dude, what I want to know even more so, and it really hurts to talk right now, is, like, who gets these off the shelf and is like, I'm just going to have this with my sub? Like,
Yeah, for real. Oh, and these are getting popular. Like I've seen these around town. Like they're in the gas stations and.
Yeah.
Oh God.
God, why are these a thing?
Oh my God. Yeah. So.
Okay, really? Okay. I jokingly said I was going to eat these throughout, but they're a lot hotter than I remember. Like, are you sure we didn't get, like, the version that was, like, one step down?
I remember because I remember feeling like this. And I remember, like, hating myself and throwing the bag away.
Dude,
Oh.
Dude, I don't like it. I don't like it.
One chip, dude. One chip.
Oh. I kind of want to eat another one.
Oh, God.
I really don't, though. Nope. Yeah.
Now, if somebody bet me, like, $20 to eat the whole bag, I probably still wouldn't do it.
Yeah, no, dude. I don't know whether there's a money amount that I would.
Oh, I'd do it for, like, 100.
All right, well,
maybe. How many are in there?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Dude, the rest of this is gonna suck because it hurts to talk right now.
Yep,
it like
really
burns.
Does. Yeah. Hey, at least you were smart enough to get a water.
Yeah, yeah. What do you do? Just got double energy drinks over there?
Yeah.
Dude, we really should have got milk. Because milk helps with spicy crap. Dude, why did we do, like, the ingredients. Ground corn, expeller pressed canola oil, salt, ghost pepper, potato starch, cayenne pepper, chipotle pepper powder, cane sugar, natural flavor yeast, extract onion powder, citric acid, garlic powder, and chili powder.
Wow.
And I'm going to apologize now. Like, if you're listening to this, you can probably hear me, like salivating right now to try to help, like, with the burn. But it's, like, uncontrollable right now. I can't help it.
Oh, God. All right. We doing a second one? For the fans.
Oh God, dude, the smell, man. The smell is just like.
Why? Freaking hot. No shit.
You know what? I just can't wait for the, Monday when I'm in at work and they're like, "Hey, what'd you do this weekend?" I'll be like, "I don't want to talk about it. I ate really stupidly spicy potato chips."
The content of these bags are extremely frightening. Pakui is not responsible for any injuries that may result from ingesting this delicious terror. The use of gloves and safety goggles is encouraged. Common side effects include addiction to burning pain, blurred vision, and unquenchable thirst. Enjoy with caution and consider yourself warned.
And they sell it at Walmart, everybody.
Oh, God. Whew. Pakai is an Aztec word, which means to be happy. What makes us happy is creating light, crispy chips with mouth-watering flavors using the best ingredients we can find. Nothing fake, nothing artificial. Our Packy warriors make sure of it, so be Packy with us because the delicious chips are worth smiling about.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that was the best idea. It's still burning.
It is. It's diluting a little bit.
It is, yeah. The more it's starting to like die down, but it's just there. It's just there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe if I do a smaller chip this time.
Dude, it's all over my hand, man.
Okay.
I love how we're both like watching each other, just like.
We're just waiting for it.
Right. I love monitoring on a computer because you can just see like it flatline as we're both like, is it gonna get hot? Is it?
Yep.
Oh. All right. Well. I feel like. Oh, I shouldn't have coughed.
Oh no.
Like, I feel like we're to the point where.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have breathed.
Don't breathe.
Okay. So. I feel like
it's on my lips, man.
That's the worst part. Yeah. All right. I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like we're to the point where we need to see who's asked us some questions.
Yeah, let's answer some questions. You check. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna check and see if anyone sent us anything on my socials.
I have one question that says, do you think potato chip flavors have gone too far?
The thing is, like, there's a market for it, right? Because clearly they've gone too far.
All right, yeah.
But
I'd agree.
But people are out there buying them. And, it's a business, and it's all about supply and demand. So people buy them, they're going to make them.
Yeah. Okay, that's the only thing I had.
Okay. Oh, wait. That's the same one. I just looked at your update, not mine. Okay, here we go. What's your favorite brand and flavor? Did you see another one?
Yep.
Oh, my God.
All right, favorite brand?
Pringles.
Fuck, no. I'd have to go with, like, I like these. The kettle cooked, but barbecue.
Okay.
Or if I'm really, or sometimes I'll go with some salt and vinegar. Salt and vinegar is sometimes where it's at.
Salt and vinegar is a really good flavor. Yeah, I like salt and vinegar as well, and I do like spicy chips, just not that spicy. Why are you still eating them? Why?
I want them to go to waste.
Okay.
It's all for the content, dude.
Okay. All right. When you eat them, do your farts smell like potato chips later?
We're gonna find out, I guess.
Oh no! It smells like ghost pepper.
Oh no!
That's horrible. Okay. If you were to create your own brand of chips, what would you call it?
Ooh.
So I guess not a flavor, but like a
a company name.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'd call it Potato Hip.
Ooh, that's good. I think I would go with. It's just one of those potato chips.
Do you think in this modern age of correctness and justice, we should use a less offensive term to describe the chip other than potato?
Really? It's what it is.
Yeah, but it might not identify as a potato.
It's a potato.
I believe it's they are a potato. They, them, their pronouns. Anyways, shit.
It's a potato.
Lays versus Wise versus Hers versus Utz versus Middle Swarth. Fatal five-way. Who wins?
I don't eat enough potato chips to know. Like, literally... I mean, I guess... I only eat Hers, but, like, I really don't care.
I think I'd go with Wise because they're the OGs. I learned something in this podcast, and I think that I got to respect the trendsetters. I got to respect Wise.
All right.
And then there was the one. What flavor would you pick, like in a contest? But the twist is it has to be a non-food flavor. So what non-food flavor would you turn into a flavor?
Ooh. I know you're gonna have to give me a minute because I just burped and it just like reignited my entire face.
Oh God. Okay, so
I'm struggling right now.
Non-food flavor. I would think I would pick. What's a good? That's really difficult. Try not to say something perverted.
God, what? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what non-food flavor, but I would do like a breakfast style chip, dude. Imagine if you had a chip that was like a mini little pancake, and it was maple syrup flavored.
Ooh.
Yeah, a little maple syrup flavored chip.
I think I want French toast.
Yeah.
Chips.
Right on. I think I have ghost pepper in my nose.
Probably.
It hurts.
Dude, this last bit of this podcast is going to be like us sniffling and like it's just going to not sound nice.
Nope.
Okay.
The pain. Yeah.
Okay. Oh God.
Okay, well that's all the questions.
Do I have to eat it?
I don't think you have to eat it.
Then grass, because then it would be green.
Grass flavored chips.
Or marijuana chips, dude.
Well, yeah. There you go.
So.
There you go. All right. So that's all of our questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we gonna survive the rest of the day?
I don't know, because we had plans to do more stuff today, and I may need a break.
Ugh.
Oh, that's definitely helping, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cherry slices.
Now the big problem is now it's stuck in my teeth, and I really can't talk. But.
Right. So.
But it really is helping with the spice.
Okay, so if you grab the Pocky ghost pepper chips, you also need to get cherry slices to counteract the heat.
Or milk. Oh, God. Or milk. Let's just like.
I was gonna say, if you had to eat a whole bag of that or a whole little thing of Pringles, what would you do?
Fuck.
Really, man? Are Pringles that bad? You're debating it that
I
hard?
kind of am debating it that hard.
God.
I mean, I guess I'd have to eat the Pringles. I don't want to do that again. I really don't. I'm not a fan of spicy stuff.
All right, well.
I ate like 5 of those, and that was not a good idea.
No, it's not. That's not a good idea.
In my head, it was going to be really funny, but now that I've done it, it's not really that funny because I talk and it just burns.
I have pepper in my nose. I don't know how I got it there.
Dude, we're going to need like a small recovery time in between.
Yeah.
So,
all right, well, guys, we hit our hour mark. So I guess that's, unless there's any final thoughts about potato chips to share.
Final thoughts about potato chips. Get yourself some real potato chips, not the Pringle compressed fake chips. No offense.
Yeah.
Get yourself some real chips. And to whoever created those spicy chips, why? Just why?
Yeah. I would say I pretty much agree with you. The kettle chips are pretty dope where it's at. I'd probably go for that in most situations.
Okay.
I do occasionally like me some Pringles though.
All right, fair enough.
But I do eat multiple chips at a time, so maybe that helps. And I'm not ever buying those ghost pepper chips again.
Yeah, no, that's the last time. Never again.
Never.
Nope. No. No.
All right. So thanks a lot for watching, guys.
And we'll see you again
on the next
podcast.
Upload these on Sunday.
Yeah, and we swear we're trying to figure out how to put them elsewhere. I haven't done it. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, it'll be out soon. All right.
Until next time.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.